Morning, everyone. It is bright and early on this Friday, and I am heading to Toyota of Orange for my 25,000 mile service. They called me. They've been pretty on the dot with my service interval requests, and they told me you should be getting your service, a Toyota Mirai service, every 5,000 miles or so through Toyota Care. When you buy a new, I assume the same goes for lease, but if you buy a new Mirai, you get Toyota Care for up to, what was it, 35,000 or 3 years or 35,000 miles. And essentially that's like carefree maintenance up to that point. So right now I'm just shy of 25,000 miles, and yeah, we're heading over because I need to do my 25,000 mile service. I don't know exactly what that entails, hence the making of this video. So follow along. I will let you know how the experience is at the dealership, and yeah, what exactly do you get done at a 25,000 mile service? Is it just a tire rotation? Is it like just checking standard stuff like cabin filters and stuff like that? Or do you change out, from what I've been seeing on forums, like an ion filter, which I don't necessarily understand yet, but is it something more, I guess, advanced in that sense? But we're heading over now, hitting some traffic, but heading over to, again, the Toyota of Orange. I know many of you go to Longo Toyota if you're in Southern California. I've been going to Toyota of Orange since the beginning. I didn't buy my car there, but it generally is the most convenient place to go for me. So overall service has been pretty good outside of a little bit of wheel scratching during my second service, which they be kind of settled on, I guess. They offered some factory paint and a little bit of polish, but outside of that, it's been great. They've always been very timely. If you've been to that dealership, they're very, very efficient. They know what they're doing, and they get a ton of cars through, so they're very good at that. This is not a sponsored video. I'm sure you figured it out by now. Not for Toyota, not for the Toyota of Orange either. I just go there because it's convenient. So everything I say and experience, you could just see it through the lens of someone, just an average, more or less an average customer. So anyway, heading over now. Let's go over to the Toyota of Orange. And I did forget to mention, I still have that creak in the rear subframe area. And also, when I go down a slope or like down a driveway and I go sideways out of the driveway to not scrape the front bumper, the front creaks a little bit. So it doesn't feel unsettling by any means, but it's the audible noise of the sub, it sounds like the bushings are going out again. But I'm gonna ask them about that too. So this is not the first time I asked them about it. The rear subframe bushings have been replaced already once. So yeah, it's still happening. Immediately after the subframe bushing replacement, it was fine for about like a month, and then it slowly got a little bit louder, a little bit louder. By no means is this, once you're normal driving, it only like normal speeds, it's fine. It's when you're in like kind of what I would call parking lot speeds or driveway speeds, like less than 5 miles an hour, and you're doing some moderate articulation of the chassis, that's when you really hear it. So anyway, I bring that up because I'm going to bring it up to them, see what they say. But yeah, let's go. And here we go, approaching Toyota of Orange, right off the 55. There we go. We're gonna take a right into the service. Toyota way. Right. Yep, usually on the left side. plenty of cars here. Let's see. Alrighty, just wrapped up service to getting my car. Did the inspection. I'll do a follow-up very soon. Just waiting for the Mariah to come back. Alrighty, I am just across the street from the Toyota of Orange with, or this is after the 25,000 mile Mariah service. And I just wanted to give you a walk or kind of a run through of what they checked. And in addition to the service, they did check out that creak in the rear. And I'll go over that as well. But first, going through the service, I have the paper in hand now. It's mainly just kind of your standard, I guess, checks from what I could tell, like visual inspections, I guess like rotating of the tires, inspect the brakes, discs, check engine lights, things like that. So pretty relatively standard stuff. From that side, I didn't see anything that was involving the ion filter or anything like that. Battery inspection, essentially the infotainment, like does that work well? But yeah, tire pressure. So from what I could tell, the 25,000 mile service is pretty standard. There's nothing to me that I saw that had to do with the any sort of like filter changes with the hydrogen, anything like that. I will say though, what is probably unique is the hydrogen system checked. So that means the tank is checked, the hydrogen band, I'm not entirely sure what that is, and then the hydrogen supply. They're all that gets inspected. But outside of that, pretty standard stuff. Always good to get it checked. It's included in your service for your Toyota Care if you bought the car for up to 35,000 miles or 3 years, I believe. But to the point of talking about the other thing, for those of you that have been following the channel, I've had a like creak in the rear, like subframe area of the car. Probably, I think last time it got serviced was December. So it's been like half a year or so. So leading up to that, I heard a creak in the rear of the car. And that was, I thought was due to the bushings, subframe bushings in the rear. I've had similar issues with some other cars, older cars, but that sound was coming up again. So after I got serviced in December, sound went away for probably a month and a half or so, maybe 2. And then it slowly started coming back. And essentially, I mean, does it affect the driving of things? No, not really. Actually, no, it doesn't. But the main thing is the car was new. I bought it new, still under warranty and everything. So in my opinion, as you should, just be a little bit more critical of the build and try to get those service, because you don't want to be stuck holding the bag after the warranty goes out. If it gets worse, from my experience, it doesn't get that much worse, but why have the creak on a brand new car, relatively brand new car? But anyway, went to Toyota of Orange right here. Again, they do a great job with the service. They're super quick, and if you've been there, the whole system is built pretty well. But yeah, so they lowered the subframe, the whole thing, and they made some adjustments, made some alignment changes, or not alignment changes, but they made sure that the bushings are set, I guess, better, or in a more optimal position is a better way to put it. And now it doesn't make any noise, which is great. If you're gonna do that or request an inspection of that rear subframe, let them know beforehand. I know it's very obvious, but I asked them
during my service, like, hey, by the way, in addition to my 25,000 mile service, I heard that creek, could you check it out? And obviously it takes more time. It's not your standard check anymore. So just make sure you let them know beforehand so you get a better time estimate. For me, I was okay with staying for some time just because I was like, I had to work there, and they do have a good lounge area. They have some coffees and stuff, but nevertheless, make sure you let them know. And but yeah, right now, everything's great. They did grade the tire tread to be yellow, so it's green, yellow, red meaning you should probably change it. I have 25,000 miles on the car, so I could probably run it, if I had to guess. Depends on your driving, of course, but based on the current trends, probably up to at least 35,000 miles probably on the tires that I have now, and these are the original ones. They've just been rotated from time to time. But anyway, that is it, the 25,000 mile service. And extra, I think the bigger thing was the subframe creak that they addressed. But I'm at the Toyota of Orange. Service is done, happy with it. Let's go check out the lot over here because they still have some Mirais. Not as many as before, so let's just give it a little peek of what their inventory looks like given the current sales climate. So here's an XLE. So these are all XLEs. How I know that is because on the limiteds, if you saw my previous video in France, they have a light there in France instead, but for the limiteds, they do have a sensor down here, and I don't see one with a sensor. So these are all XLEs, and look, a new badge. FCEV, fuel cell EV. Doesn't say fuel cell anymore, like it just printed in letters, FCEV. So that's one way how you can tell from the newer Mirais. But these are all XLEs. That's a good one row. Yep. That wraps up this video. I'm gonna head home now. But thank you, Toyota of Orange, for always doing a great job with the service. Mirai or otherwise, got a Toyota. You can check them out. Service is really quick, efficient. They know what they're doing. I heard they get over 200 cars a day, which is insane. But they got a huge operation in there, and they're quick, do the job, and they're very detailed. And for those of you that want to protect your paint, they do not wash your car for you. To me, that's a plus because I don't like it when the car goes through one of those automated washes. But you do get you can request a car wash from a nearby car wash that is covered, complimentary. So anyway, tuning out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.